Hey y'all, I'm James Wright and welcome back to Wizards News. Today we actually have news! I know this is fantastic and we finally heard some things about Community Day, so I want to dive in and take a look at this. Community Day will be this Saturday the 21st, and we haven't heard a lot of news because, well, we've just finally got over all of the FanFest and Dragon's Day and all that fun, and Niantic is really trying to catch up with all of the things going on, and so we've been kind of waiting and hearing, is there anything happening? So this last week has been fairly quiet, and then today, Phases, the amazing mouth of Niantic herself, put out a post on the different Discord servers, and she actually started talking about what all is actually happening for Community Day. And then a little while later, the actual official Community Day post came out where they talk through everything that's actually going to be happening in Community Day. So today I want to go through what all is going on and what you can do to prepare for it. So rather than looking at this, which is a fairly bare bones description of everything that's going on, I'm actually going to come over here to Jibs Entertainment. And Jibs Entertainment has one of the best breakdowns I've seen on it so far. And amazingly, this came out mere minutes after the announcement. So they were quick on the uptake to get this out as soon as possible. So definitely take a look at Jibs Entertainment, one of the key resources that I normally go to. The big thing about this event will be the Mysterious Artefacts. You can see up here, that's the little lock and key icon. It is that fun family that they got little bits and pieces that come from throughout the series, and it's one of my favorites. I just kind of like some of the interesting things in there. So we're going to be seeing a lot of that icon throughout the day, and there's going to be a lot of that popping up. Now, to catch everyone up to date, Community Day is a 3-hour window, so very similar to Dragon's Day. It's that 3-hour window where a lot of things start popping up, and you can have the fun of trying to prestige the pages, particularly of these magical artifacts that will be popping up. So for that 3-hour window, here we have our times. In Asia Pacific, it'll be 1 to 4 p.m. AE's time. In Europe, Middle East, it'll be 10 to 1 p.m. UTC. And then in the Americas, it'll be 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. PDC, Pacific time. So for me, that's 1 to 4 p.m. here in Central U.S. time. So mark your calendars now and make sure you are free for that 3-hour window. Now, one of the big questions I've been getting a lot is why just a 3-hour window? Why isn't a Community Day and doing the whole day long? And the reason is we want to crush it together so that it pushes people together. That way people are always playing at the same time, and it's a better chance that you're going to run into another player out there. It's a great way to meet more people and actually have the fun of seeing who's out and around and playing. We will be getting a free pack with a bunch of goodies in it, and this will go live as soon as the event starts in the Asia Pacific region. So at 1 p.m. AE's time, we will be seeing this come online. So get ready to pick this up as soon as you can. In this package, we'll be getting 3 strong Exstimulo Potions, 1 tonic potion so you can draw people to you, and then the items needed to brew the Exstimulo Potions. So here's the special things that are actually going to be happening during the event. And number 1, the big thing is energy will be appearing on the map. So if you don't have an inn around you or you're a rural player, you will still have plenty of energy because it'll just be there to pick up. Just like a potion ingredient, you can click it and you get energy. And this is like, oh, okay. So I'm not quite sure how much will be appearing. So if I had to guess at it, I would say 50% of the energy you'd be needing, you're probably going to be able to find on the ground. And next is the item we already know about. We're going to be seeing far more mysterious artifacts, so you can find those traces and fill out those pages. In particular, you're going to see more of Hagrid's umbrella, the Weasley Clock, the Mirror of Erised, and the Time Turner. And so these are things that they've said specifically. You're going to be seeing more of these traces than others, so those pages you're going to have a better chance of trying to prestige them. These last items have more to do with the potions. So in the past, we've looked at different potions for Community Days, and today we're actually going to be talking about the Exstimulo Potions. All 3 of them are going to brew faster. So you're going to get 50% faster brewing time, and then if you use Master Notes, you're going to get another 50% faster brewing time. So as opposed to getting the normal 15%, if you do Master Notes and regular brewing, it's going to cut the time in 1/4. So that's going to mean 30 minutes for the regular Exstimulo, 1 hour for the strong, and then 2 hours for the potent Exstimulo. And then if you put it in the rental cauldron, you'll also still get another 15% on top of that the rental cauldron will do for you. Also, if finding energy on the ground isn't enough for you, the inns will also be giving more than normal. So stay tuned for that because energy is going to be coming out of everywhere. So the rest of this article goes into preparations and things like that you can get ready. And I definitely take some time and read down through this. It goes through a bunch of things you might want to get ready, things you might be wanting when you're actually out in the day. So a lot of good information on here. Now, all that being said, let me tell you what I intend to do for Community Day. Number one, it is a community day, and I want to get together with the community. And that means I have to find some people. If you want to see more on that, I have several videos on how to find other people around you. There are a bunch of good resources for that, and I'll leave a link to those down in the description below. Now, if I don't have a community to play in, I'm probably going to go find the most public area where there's a better chance of running into someone else. So a lot of times that is the downtown area or something like that where a lot of people get together. Maybe the mall, someplace like that. But as I do have a community and I have reached out to them, we are going to be all getting together and going to the best place to play Wizards Unite, the parking lot. That's right. Stay away from flagged zones. Stay away from parks. Those tend to have specific things that show in there, and you're not going to be seeing as much of the mysterious artifacts because there are already other things that get forced to populate in that area. So you want to go to areas without a flag zone, outside of a park, where you have high spawn rates. And the most common place to find that is in the parking lot of your shopping center. And I like to actually go there and do a parking lot hop where I'll stay at one place, I'll catch everything in that area, I'll put the phone down, put the car into drive, go to the next parking space about 100 to 200 feet away, I'll put the car into park, pick the phone up, and play again. Now, the nice thing about doing this with a bunch of people is I can fill up my van with 5 to 8 people, and then we can all go and play together. We get the community aspect of playing together and enjoying each other and seeing things, and different people see different things around, and it's just a great way to get together and hang out. And that way one person has to drive, but everyone else can just be catching constantly, catching. And it is a lot of fun to do that way. So I'm going to be getting together with friends, and we're going to be having a good bit of time here in Rockford, Illinois. And if you happen to be near Rockford, Illinois, and you'd like to join me, let me know, and I'll let you know where it's at. Now, preparing for it. Number one, I'm going to make sure I have 6 of the tonics, the new tonic that came out for trace detection. I'm also going to make sure I have 6 of Barufio's brain elixirs. That way I have enough to last the entire 3-hour period. Number one, the tonic will draw more things to you. On average, you will get 10 more foundables appearing around you in the course of a half-hour window. And then number 2, with the brain elixir, well, you'll be getting more XP than normal, so that just makes everything happier. Next, I'm going to make sure I've brewed a bunch of dwaddle drafts. I want to make sure that I have enough of those on hand because I'm expecting to see several high and severe and possibly a couple of emergency foundables out there. And those are much harder to catch, and they have a much higher flee rate. So you want to make sure that you're putting that on there so they don't disappear from you. Next, I'm going to make sure I'm starting off the community day with a full stack of energy. I want to make sure that it is completely buffed out. And that way, if I do find things on the ground, I can replenish as I go. But if I'm not getting stuff as fast as I'm using it, then I will still have a good bit of buffer before I run out of energy. I will be taking advantage of the brewing times on the potent Exstimulo, as that will make things a little bit faster, but I'm not going to be able to brew that many during the hour. If I do intend to buy the brewing, then that makes it much cheaper, but I'm not planning on doing that. I'm planning on just having a few ahead of time and then brewing a few while I'm going during that hour, and that might actually bump things up a little bit, make it a little bit easier. If I wasn't going to be doing the parking lot hop, I'd probably go down to the downtown area and walk around as a group. And one of the nice things about walking around as a group is if you spread out just a little bit, then one person can see something different than what the other people can see. And this way, if something weird pops up over there, everyone can go over there and try and get it together. It makes it a little bit easier to see other things that not everyone can see. But also keep in mind that the tonic for trace detection will bring things to you, but there are things that only you can see and no one else can. We can kind of see that Niantic is still trying to figure out what Community Day is and trying to make it something different but yet fun and a reason for people to get out. The first one was about foundables, kind of like this one but slightly different. The second one was then about fortress chambers and battling together, and this one again is about foundables, but then they're also bringing in the potions from the second one, and so they're kind of playing with a bunch of ideas. And I'm sure that there will be a questionnaire afterwards that we can put together and ship it off to them and let people know what we're thinking. So they are listening, and this is something that is a growing process. So if you don't like this one, then fill out the form and let Niantic know why, and then maybe next time we'll see something a little different. So I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. What are you doing to get ready for this Community Day, and what all is going into this? So I am expecting to have a good bit of fun for that 3-hour window, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. If you did like this video, please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. You've heard me say it a whole bunch of times, and you're going to hear me say it a lot more because that really does help out the channel, and thank you for doing all those things. That really means a lot to me. So I think that's about it for today, and until next time, Have a magical day. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different. Rather than having a chocolate frog, we're actually going to open up a Harry Potter collectible keychain. And this was also sent by Water Lily. And I want to say thank you for that. She sent 3 of them that we'll be opening up in different videos. And particularly, she wanted the shout out to go to Pokefodder, which if you haven't seen his channel, you've got to take a look at it. We've got a link to it down below. He is probably one of the top channels that I watch for Wizards Unite. So definitely worth taking a look there. So let's see what we get in the box today. We open it up and there are 12 different keychains here. Some of them are wands and things like that. But this one is, and I'm trying not to look at it, but it makes it hard to pull it out. This one is the, oh, cool. This is the diadem, Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem. And this is one of the 7 Horcruxes. So kind of cool. And I will be giving these out eventually, so stay tuned and you'll learn how to win one of these keychains.